Could this be the turning point for the Las Vegas Raiders and their star wide receiver, Devante Adams? Just weeks ago, it seemed inevitable that Adams would be traded, but recent developments have turned the situation on its head. The once clear path to a new team for Adams has now become a web of unpredictable factors, leaving fans and analysts alike questioning what's next for both the player and the franchise. With the Raiders struggling on offense and the uncertainty around their quarterback situation, the team's future hangs in the balance. In this video, we'll dive deep into the twists and turns of this potential trade, why Adams' faith in rookie quarterback Aidan O'Connell might be the deciding factor, and what the Raiders' plans mean for their long-term future. Is Adams staying or going? How does this affect the Raiders today? And what's the latest news from inside the organization? Stick with us until the end for a full breakdown and analysis. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think the Raiders should do next? What happened to the once inevitable trade of Devante Adams? Not long ago, it seemed like a done deal that the Raiders' star receiver would be heading to a new team. With his hamstring injuries sidelining him for several games and the team struggling to make progress, rumors of Adams' departure reached a fever pitch. But as the NFL trade landscape shifted, so did Adams' chances of leaving Las Vegas. The New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints were seen as frontrunners, especially after major events like the Jets firing their head coach and Saints quarterback Derek Carr suffering an injury. These teams seemed like perfect fits for Adams, and yet nothing materialized. Week after week, fans were left wondering when, not if, the trade would happen. But then, just as quickly as the rumors started, they began to fade. ESPN's Adam Schefter broke the news. The trade, once seen as unavoidable, may no longer be on the table. Suddenly, the situation surrounding Adams became far more complicated than anyone anticipated. How do we get here? Just a few weeks ago, it seemed like Devante Adams' days in a Raiders uniform were numbered. But the NFL is nothing if not unpredictable. Despite initial interest from other teams, it wasn't the flood of offers one might expect for a six-time Pro Bowler. As one source put it, it's not phone ringing off the hook interest. For the Raiders, trading Adams seemed like a necessary move. The team was struggling offensively, and without a clear path to the Super Bowl, trading their aging star receiver for valuable draft picks made sense. However, the situation began to shift. Antonio Pierce, the Raiders head coach, made a bold decision to replace starting quarterback Gardner Minshew with rookie Aidan O'Connell, a move that Adams himself reportedly supports. This surprising show of confidence in O'Connell by Adams could be a key reason why the trade talks have cooled off. Adams sees potential in the young quarterback, a fact that shouldn't be overlooked. His faith in O'Connell has brought a new dynamic to the discussion. Could Adams actually stay? Why does Devante Adams support Aidan O'Connell so much? In an unexpected twist, sources close to the situation have revealed that Adams is more confident in O'Connell than most people realize. In fact, Adams has privately referred to O'Connell as one of the best quarterbacks he's ever played with, an endorsement that has caught many by surprise. Over the last 4 games of the 2023 season, O'Connell showed flashes of potential, throwing 8 touchdown passes and no interceptions. This performance clearly made an impression on Adams, who believes the young quarterback could be the key to turning the Raiders' fortunes around. This belief has sparked renewed hope in the organization that perhaps Adams could stay on, especially if O'Connell can thrive as the starting quarterback. For Adams, playing alongside O'Connell could be the most appealing scenario. While Gardner Minshew was originally named the starter, Adams' growing belief in the rookie may have shifted the narrative entirely. This change in quarterback strategy could be the pivotal factor that keeps Adams in Las Vegas. What does all this mean for the Raiders today? The decision to stick with Adams or trade him has far-reaching implications. For a team that is struggling to make a deep playoff run, having a veteran wide receiver like Adams could be invaluable for O'Connell's development. Yet, at the same time, trading Adams could provide the draft capital needed to build for the future. The Raiders, despite recent struggles, still see themselves as a team with potential. They've made key moves this offseason, including bringing in Gardner Minshew to initially lead the offense. But as Adams' confidence in O'Connell grows, the organization may have to rethink its future plans. Is it worth keeping a player like Adams, who will turn 32 this season and is due for a new contract? Or is it more strategic to trade him for a third or fourth round pick? These are the kinds of questions that could define the Raiders' next few seasons. Now comes the tough decision. Should the Raiders trade Adams or keep him? If the Raiders can get a third-round pick, trading Adams might make sense, especially as he's nearing the latter stages of his career. Plus, having more draft picks could help them find their franchise quarterback, a move they'll likely need to make by the 2025 offseason. However, if the offers aren't good enough, a fourth-round pick, for example, keeping Adams could be the better play. A star wide receiver like Adams can be crucial for the growth of a young quarterback like O'Connell. His experience and leadership could help shape the Raiders' future, especially as they groom their next QB. In the end, it's a gamble either way. But for now, it seems like the Raiders might be leaning toward keeping Adams, at least for this season, and seeing what they can build around their promising rookie quarterback. As we've seen, the NFL is full of surprises, and the Devante Adams trade saga is no different. What seemed like a foregone conclusion just weeks ago is now a complicated situation with multiple factors at play. Adams' injury, his support for O'Connell, and the Raiders' need for a long-term quarterback all contribute to a narrative that's still unfolding. For Raiders fans, the question remains: should the team trade Adams and prepare for the future, or keep him and try to build around O'Connell? It's a tough call, and one that will likely continue to evolve as the season progresses. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think the Raiders should do next? Should they trade Adams? Or is keeping him the best move for the team's future? Let us know.